Hey, welcome back to this channel for part 2 of What's the Problem with Chess. If you enjoy following this, then please check out my part 1 episode on this topic, which sets the foundation for this discussion. If you're new to this channel, don't worry, you can pick up here too. Please allow me to explain what's the problem with chess as I go through each point one by one. All of my hard work is free, so each subscriber helps me big time. A big Texas-sized shout out goes to the Brainiac community. Okay, the first point I'm here to defend is the drawish nature of traditional chess. Checkmates are sadly fading out of existence, and the big stalemate is upon us. Chess is doomed to suffer from its drawish nature. Basically, theoretical strong player A versus theoretical strong player B results in a draw because theoretically the mathematics of chess and the structure of chess dictates that the game should probably end in a draw, probabilistically, but also perhaps due to human nature. If the incentive structure is such that if one player wishes to play for a draw, and the underlying structure is such that if one player wishes to play for a draw, then they probabilistically can do so, then not surprisingly do we see draws as a common result in chess. Okay, now we can debate all day about the nature of chess and if this is even a problem in the first place, but I'm here to make the case that our beloved sport of chess has a drawish nature to it and that it is a problem. I'm here to defend this idea that chess is doomed to suffer from its drawish nature. I make the case that this is due to the way the board and the pieces are set up. Everything is perfectly symmetrical, and humanity, emboldened by AI, understands the game very well. So collectively, humanity has figured out a way to play chess for a draw. When we have two grandmasters playing for high stakes, we expect and in fact do see an overwhelming number of draws in competition. I'm certainly not the first to say that chess is doomed to face its drawish endgame scenario, and that's why I'm here to help explain this idea that chess will be no more. Chess is doomed in the sense that if played perfectly, and humanity is just about capable of that, there will be no more checkmates. There will only be draws. Of course, there's some hyperbole in those statements, but the general idea is that checkmates are becoming the exception while draws are becoming the rule when chess is played at a high level. Please let me know in the comment section your gut instincts. On a scale of 1 to 5, how convinced are you, just based on your own experience with chess? I know I certainly can't play for a draw each time I play, yet observationally the thesis does appear to be intact when you begin to take into consideration that this discussion has mostly to do with the highest level of chess. You know, grandmasters, those few geniuses, and AI. This idea that chess is doomed to suffer from its drawish nature is over 400 years old. It's like an open secret. Maybe the idea is even older than this, but in the year 1617, almost 410 years ago, a masterful player named Pietro Carrera proposed a chess variant with tank and jet predecessors. Opening theory was a hot topic of conversation in the chess world during this time. A good idea tends to stick around. The same idea re-emerged 250 years later when another grandmaster named Henry Bird proposed a very similar evolution for the sport. A good idea is persistent. Approximately 50 years later, around the 1920s, José Raúl Capablanca, the most famous of the bunch and personally the most inspiring to the way I play chess, invented the Capablanca variant, along the same lines as his predecessors. Grandmaster Capablanca specifically had the intention to save chess from its pending doom, those draws we talked about. Capablanca was vocal around his time and openly shared concerns that humanity would figure out a way to play perfectly for a draw. You heard it from them, not me. Approximately 90 years after Capablanca's contributions, as we approached the century mark of his ideas, it was Grandmaster Yasser Seirawan who then introduced a new degree of variability and heightened complexity to the game, but in a way that felt pretty good. I personally am a huge fan of Yasser's contributions and his ideas in chess. I believe it was the combination of Capablanca's and Seirawan's contributions which set the bedrock for what was to come next. Around the year 2015 or 2016, a minimum of 400 years after the idea was circulating via Grandmaster Pietro Carrera, it was then a mysterious group of chess internet punks who created the modern chess variant. this is the one I'm playing. I think it's the most dynamic yet intuitive form of chess. Dubbed simply as modern chess, this new way of playing is emerging as the pinnacle of chess competition and distinguishes itself from wacky chess variants, which were designed without these deeper philosophies in mind. Checkmates are once again the norm in chess, and more checkmates is just more fun. If you'd like to hear more about this, perhaps I can take an even deeper dive in a future video. Just let me know in the comments where your mind is, or if you're on the fence. I'm happy to revisit this particular point and to further defend this idea. I'm signing off for today. I've got a lot of content and different projects I'm working on for the Brainiac community. Hit the subscribe button. Thanks for being here. The next video drops in approximately 48 hours. Until then, HODLPawns, over and out.